Hello, how are you doing? And welcome to this training video on Edmodo. Now, if you are not familiar with it, you are definitely received a lot of emails from me toward the last few couple of weeks of school about this particular site. Well, Edmodo is basically a social networking site for schools and young people and students. It's sort of an educational social network. And in this, you as a teacher can not only join communities and different groups and participate in professional development for yourself, you can also create classes, sort of blended learning, if you will. Create classes and discussions on Edmodo for your students, as well as actually partner with different classes to do a variety of discussions. And so what I'm going to do in this training video is sort of walk you through sort of different facets of Edmodo and kind of give you some examples of what you can do. So here we are. Uh, this is the snapshot in digital learning, which is a self-directed technology course in which I actually created for the teachers in the district. And as you can see here, I have these different weeks, and then this is connected to a Google Doc in which you will participate in different discussions and that sort of thing. Okay, so this is how you create your posts. You just click in here, type it, and everything will pop. Now, the thing to remember when you are uh, posting something, if you want something to go in a certain order with these dates, do them in the opposite order that you want them to go in. If not, what will happen is uh, if you posted this first, then your last date here will actually be the first date you see. All right, click this here. So if you wanted to create folders, which you would upload different materials or activities to go along with this, then you would click on folder, new folder, and give that folder a name, and then you would just start uploading materials. So let's just do this here since we're doing this training. So let's just say discussion. You hit create. Now you have this folder. You go in discussion. You go to add a folder. You click a file, and you can either upload a file from your actual computer, or you can click on link and post any links you come across on any website. So you click here. So let's go back to folders and get rid of this because I don't need this. But in this course that I have created for digital learning, for example, these are the course materials associated with that folder. So if you click in week 1, which happens to be on Facebook groups, as you can see, I have uploaded videos for teachers in the district to click on. There are videos, websites, and examples for teachers to click on and get the information. For example, if I click play view, this happens to be a blog post on Facebook groups and how they can be using Facebook can be used in education. And so as you see here, you see there is all of these resources just right here. Okay, so I'm going to click back here and go back. Now, in order to create a group, you would click create. You would give it a name, select which grade level that you want. And since I am not a classroom teacher, I always put none, because I only create professional development groups and workshops or video repositories, what have you. So you click that. Then you click a subject area. You see, I always click professional development. Okay, you click create, and from there, you will then be able to go to post, be able to post things, post assignments. And posting assignment is simply you giving it a title, describing it, giving a due date for when that assignment is due, clicking load to load the assignment, and that's it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go through and show you different video repositories that I've created for you, teachers in the district. And so this is actually an Edmodo training group. And so here I talk about how this is where you can find videos on Edmodo. And so you click the folder, and right here you see the different things that I have uploaded here for you as Edmodo. So let's just watch this video for a second.
I'm Brandon Salling. I'm a 5th grade teacher at Stuckey Elementary. We use Edmodo for a number of things. One thing that I find works really well with my students is linking a video to our class page that the students then can go in together and watch, either on their own time at home or at school. And then I have a number of response questions or polls and even a quiz or two sometimes for them to respond to. The kids really get excited because they get to watch video on the computer, and then they get to talk about it. I find it as being really effective because I can monitor their discussions and ensure that they are participating in the appropriate way. Sometimes it's easier doing this and generating conversation than just having students sit and talk about it. They really get excited about having the opportunity to type to their friends about what they feel about it.
At Silver Creek and Centennial, I felt that the children should have more access to technology, so I picked the program Edmodo for the children because it does have a Facebook format, which is a great tool to hook them in. It is not Facebook, but the children love picking an avatar. After doing the training for grades 3 through 5, I really needed to have an authentic activity for the children, so I chose the election. Now, our election is not a presidential election. Our election is all the special teachers in both schools read the Colorado Children Book Award nominated titles. And today, they're voting for their favorite book. They are informed voters. Lesson 1 for the Edmodo activity was a code of conduct. With all the classroom teachers, we explained to the children.
Okay, so that's just an example of the video that I've uploaded. You can upload it. You can upload a variety of different videos, and so I've just put this in here as a way for teachers in the district to, if they want to learn more about Edmodo once they log in. Here are a lot of different videos. There are blog posts, examples, what have you, that are in here. I've also created a group for Google Drive, in which you will click on here and folder again. And in Google Drive, you'll see all of the different uh, sort of Google products. Here's a Google Drive video with Google Docs. See Google Docs here, how everything works. And so as a teacher in our district, if you want to, again, learn more about Google Drive, you want to learn more about Google Hangouts, and here again, I put all of these blog posts, and there's a webinar that I created. There is Cybrary Man, who has a wealth of research on his website. Pinterest has some. I drew this in from Pinterest where someone did something. So as you can see, I created a group for podcasts, Skype in the classroom, and all of these are videos. I created this repository of training videos that you as a teacher in the district can have access to. So again, let's sort of kind of backtrack because I didn't really kind of go into certain things, but when I remember how you create a group, excuse me. And so what you would do here is once the group is created, you would get a code. And the code is here. Now this code was locked because what Edmodo will do is after 2 weeks, they will lock in that group code. But as you can see here, I just reset the code. So the code is right here. And what you will do is email out this link to people that you want to share this group with, along with this code. That individual will then come in with the link, log in, and they will actually be able to put in the code. And what you're doing right here is you want to join, you're going to click join and put in the code, and then you will be able to have access to this group or any other group that you want to participate in. Now, if you and your students, for example, will be participating in, let's say, book discussions because you and a teacher are both reading The Giver, and you want your classes to participate in different class discussions, or maybe you want them to write journal passages from the perspective of one of the characters in the book. Either you or the other teacher would actually create the group and share the code with one another, and at that point you will be able to get your students in and start having your discussions. Remember, you would be able to create your posts inside the group. Like this is a post right here. You'll be able to put your posts, upload assignments that students would have to do, and what is great about uploading this assignment, what you could actually do, which is phenomenal, which is what I actually did for this snapshot course, is you right here. What I did was uploaded a Google Doc, and so I'm not logged into my Hattiesburg website account, but what you would do is put in your Google Doc, and your students could work on the different assignments together right there inside of the Google Doc. And hopefully you are familiar with how Google Docs work. But if you're not, you can go here to this Google Drive group. Again, go into the folder, and here are some Google Drives using Google Docs in the classroom. That information is right there for you. And also in the fall, and beginning hopefully sometime in August, but definitely beginning of the year, throughout the year, I will be doing definitely workshops on GAF, which is the Google apps for education, and all of that. So let's go into more features into Edmodo. You have the latest posts. Now, these latest posts are based upon the groups that you have joined. I personally have joined the communities of professional development, computer technology, and what you would see here is these different teachers who are they're posting just like you would do on Facebook. They're posting these information. So this is from her blog, and they can be from blogs, they can be videos from YouTube or other sites that all have to do with these different topics. So this deals with computer technology. This deals with professional development. I belong to that group, and this is career and tech education. So in these communities, you can join specific communities. For example, if I click in here, I can go inside the community and get type in and have discussions with people who are just belonging specifically to this community. Okay, or again with the latest posts, I get every community that I'm a part of. I'll get a stream of postings that come through from each one of them. Okay, now if you have a question about something, maybe a post isn't posting, something you're having issues with logging into your group or creating a course, what have you. Now, you have two options. You can contact either myself or Tiffany about this, or what you can do is click the question mark. This will take you to support. And what you will do is click in your question, your problem, your issue, click send, and what will happen is someone from support will answer your question, and you will get a notification via email that your question has been answered. So let's get back there. Go here. And so if you go to discover, you will see, we say currently teaching professional development. And this is from me saying that I am a tech instructor and that I do professional development. And you will see all of these different resources that have to deal with professional development. So all of that information is right here for me. This is just personally for me because of my site. It'll be different from you depending on what you post and the categories you choose in creating your groups. And then here's the insights and everything. Now, I don't have any students posting anything, so I will not have any information here. Hopefully, as we go on and teachers start to participate in the snapshot in digital learning or other courses I design here, this information will be available. Now, let's go up here, for example. Click on apps. Now, these are different apps that are available. Now, you have SchoolTube, and SchoolTube, you have to create an account for SchoolTube. But essentially, SchoolTube is YouTube, but it is for educators. And inside of that is specific educators, specific content created by teachers or students. And it can be on different lessons. It's just a great resource for you. Now, here is the library. Now, the library will encompass everything you have uploaded via your folders and everything else. So, as you can see, all of these, look at all of these videos and blog posts that I have uploaded. They're right here in one section. So, for example, if once you start creating this for your students, if you want to see exactly what you have, instead of you going to the different groups and the folders to see what you've posted, when you click on the library, it gives everything right here. You have a snapshot that you can then go into and immediately see all the videos that you have joined. And so there's progress, which goes into student badges, and students love badges, where you give them badges for all kind of sorts of things. And here's a planner, and this will show up based upon the assignments that you have created. So you can see here in that snapshot in digital learning course, this shows that the discussion will be coming due soon. So because I've set that in, you can go back to home, and so that gets back here. Now, if you go to your profile, okay, this is your profile, and it will show your name, where you're from. So if you're a teacher at Tim's, for example, yours will say Tim's Elementary. But since I work for the district, mine has a district. Now, 77 items, those for the library. So remember the library of videos and blog posts I've just shown. There it is. It shows the number of teachers you're connected with. So I'm connected with Tiffany, Ross, if you're a Deyamport at Tim's. And these are the different teacher badges, right? And there are teacher badges that you can actually give out to your students based upon their successful completion of different tasks. So this is my profile overview right here. So if I were to click on communities, it will show the different communities that I belong to, which you have on access on this corner. Remember when you click on home, but here you see it clearly with computer technology, career and tech education, professional development. Okay, so badges. So see how these are badges right here? Student progress. If I want to give my student a badge, or give a teacher a badge, I could give out badges or create badges, what have you. And that's pretty much it for Edmodo, with the exception of you can do a search. So you can search for apps, you can search for posts, and you can search for users, for example. Like I know different teachers, right? So let me click in Dr. for Marcus. And so I typed in her name. So I will click in search all teachers. And there is Dr. Heather Formicus right there. And so you can do the same thing for different for any teacher. You can search again. You can search different posts. So if I wanted a post on, let's see, digital. Okay, and these are different apps right here that you can bring in. Okay. Here. So hopefully this video will give you, because it's still loading. But you will, and see, here it is. Has anyone used this digital literacy program? And this is right here. You click on that. As you can see, a digital passport by Common Sense Media. And Common Sense Media, by the way, is a great organization. And so you have that information right here. There's another way, 7 ways to teach digital literacy skills. Excuse me. You can click on that link and it'll take you another site. So again, you can do your search. Oh, excuse me. You can do your search and you can find all of the information that you need right here. So again, hopefully this will be something to get you interested in using Edmodo. It is a great social networking site for your students. A great way to bring in blended learning in your classroom, because again, you can create learning activities based upon lessons that you're actually doing in class. Students have access to Edmodo from home and can log in from home, and you again could create all these videos. And what I have created for you teachers in the district, these different groups that contain a wealth of resources on these various different topics. Again, feel free to shoot me an email if you have any questions, and I'll be sure to answer any questions that you have. And if not, I'll go find the answers for you. Again, thank you very much for watching.